Some good injury news for Mitchell Robinson. We just found out from Shams of ESPN. He just said it on NBA Today. We're going to break it down in this video. The Knicks are coming off back-to-back terrible losses to the Cleveland Cavaliers, getting blown out, and then in Boston, pretty much getting blown out as well. The Knicks made it a game in the third quarter, but it was very too late after that terrible first half. A lot of things to talk about with these New York Knicks, but the good news is Mitchell Robinson is expected to be back sooner than you may think, and we're going to break it down in this video. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in, Knicks fans. Comment down below your frustrations with the New York Knicks these last few games in particular, and your overall expectations for the rest of the season, especially with Mitchell Robinson coming back. Big shout out to BetUS, of course, for being the proud sponsor of Knicks Media all season long. Hit that like button for the boy and subscribe to the channel. Now, what Shams had to say on NBA Today, just said it a few moments ago, is that Mitchell Robinson is expected to make his season debut in the next 7 days. Now, that is really massive. I was expecting him to be back in early March, and that is right on track with that trajectory because next week is March. Now, the first thing everybody's going to say is, well, Richie, is Mitchell Robinson solving all of our problems? No, I'm not going to say that. He's definitely going to help out here. But I think a big reason why Knicks fans should be excited about this news is we're finally going to see what this Knicks team looks like at full strength. And Mitchell Robinson, I've been saying on my channel all season, he is such an important neutralizer on the defensive side of the ball. And you can argue that's the biggest difference between the Knicks and the Cavs and the Celtics. The Knicks offense can score. That's not the issue here. It's the defense. It's the effort. It's the scheme, whatever the case may be, the talent. But the Knicks have a lackluster defense, and that's what separates them from Boston and Cleveland and teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Mitchell Robinson will provide some defensive anchor ability to kind of help out on that side of the floor. Now, again, I don't think Mitch is solving every single issue. I'm not expecting us to be able to beat the Celtics and the Cavs in a playoff series if Mitch is healthy. Who knows? But definitely something we have to talk about. Now, when it comes to the narrative of the Knicks being 0-7 against the great teams like OKC, Cleveland, and Boston, that is something we have to talk about. As Tom Thibodeau is under the microscope right now because this Knicks team is proving that they're not part of the elite class. In order to be an elite basketball team, you got to be able to at least contend. I mean, they're not even being competitive in these games, folks. They're going up against Cleveland and getting blown out. They were down by like 38 or 39 points, which was the largest deficit a Knicks team has faced since David Fizdale. All right? I mean, that was Tom Thibodeau's largest point differential during a game, which is very alarming. And the Cleveland Cavaliers definitely took that game personal, you can tell. And the Boston Celtics, they're on another level than us. And I think, it's time for us Knicks fans to look at this team and evaluate what the issue is here, because you bring in Mikal Bridges in the offseason. You expect him to have a very positive defensive effort. OG Anunoby. And those two guys were supposed to level up this Knicks team defensively. But I think a big thing we haven't really factored in is the addition of Karl-Anthony Towns and not bringing back Isaiah Hartenstein and not having Mitchell Robinson all season. That is benefiting the offense, but definitely not helping the defense. That's what the Knicks did this offseason. We saw Hartenstein walk. We saw Mitchell Robinson not be healthy all season. You look at last year, those were the two anchors of this Knicks team defensively, protecting the rim, being versatile, being pretty much the reason for the Tom Thibodeau system to thrive. And you look at Tom Thibodeau's system historically with the Knicks and with Minnesota and with Chicago, you need an athletic, rim-protecting big man in order for his system to succeed on the defensive side of the floor, which is a big reason why, we're seeing this defense be bad. And, Karl-Anthony Towns, as great as he is offensively, he is a liability on defense. He does not put in the proper effort. He does not protect the rim. He just doesn't have it. And listen, he's a phenomenal basketball player. I love Karl-Anthony Towns. I have nothing but good things to say about him. But these are the tough conversations you have to have, because you're not going to be able to go on a deep playoff run with this type of performance on the defensive side of the floor, especially when you match up with teams like Cleveland and Boston, because we can match up with them offensively, but when they zip it up on their defensive side of the ball and then we just give up bucket after bucket and give up wide open three, and just Jason Tatum just feels like he's like, oh, I'm just going to dribble here, and then, oh, look, a wide open lane, dunk it. Like, it's too easy. So the Knicks got to figure out a way to adjust on the defensive side of the floor, and I think it starts with coaching, getting healthy with Mitch. And you look at what Mitch did in the playoffs. I always remind people last year and 2 years ago when the Knicks beat the Cavs in round one and they beat the 76ers in round one, Mitchell Robinson was pivotal in both of those series victories because of his defense, of matching up with Joel Embiid, matching up with Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, neutralizing the paint. And we've been missing that all season long. So let's hope that this Knicks team can figure themselves out, because a lot of Knicks fans and NBA people are getting concerned that this Knicks team may be another second-round exit. I mean, if they go into the playoffs and they match up against who? Detroit, Orlando, whatever team it is, and the Knicks beat, hopefully, advance past the first round, which of course isn't guaranteed, then the Knicks are going to have to go up against Boston in round 2. And good luck. So, Knicks fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Wanted to make this video about the great news of Mitchell Robinson coming back in the next 7 days or so. You guys comment your thoughts in the comment section. Much love to everybody. Hit the like button, and let's go Knicks. Peace.